beautiful day for golf.
We're not good enough golfers.
Where is the beverage cart? I can't believe I paid money for this.
Welcome back to the episode of the Ridge Golf Podcast, brought to you by Partabs, www.partabs.com. What's going on, fellas?
Nothing.
Good.
I finally
Good. Good.
finally played a round of golf.
We're not talking about that yet. Hold on. We got it.
Shut up. I got to get to this first.
Screw you,
Yeah.
David Brady.
So, first announcement I have is by the time this comes out Thursdays, we will have the Vortex range finders in stock and on the website for purchase. So,
Ooh,
Neat.
big news.
Should have had Alex have the horns queued up for that. Jeez.
That would have been a nice titch. Oh well.
that would have been. But yeah, so that's super exciting. They'll be up there, and that's www.partabs.com, ridgegolfllc.com, golfpulltabs.com, or just search the Google machine. That should bring it up.
I think that'll cover it. Yeah, all that will.
And I got a little add-on for the trivia we had last week, since it was so interesting and everybody had such fun.
Yeah, it's so popular from what I remember.
So one thing I found that wasn't on the list that I saw on the Instagram today, and I do believe this was from the 1970s, was the Super Stick, which was the first adjustable golf club, which they have them now too, but it's, where you screw out the side and then you can rotate the head at different angles.
Yeah.
So that came out in the 70s, but then I found it very interesting that it did say that equipment rules clearly state that it must not be easy for a player to make adjustments during a round, and that the mechanism must be firmly fixed with little chance of it working loose. Part 2, 1B of the rules. So, illegal club.
Can't even use it.
Yeah, I still think, and I really don't think it's, in theory, it's a really good idea. Practically, I don't think it's a very good idea. I think it would wear out very quickly.
Yeah.
Yes.
I agree. Especially the way we shoot, where we're
No shit.
slamming into the ground 5 feet before the ball and taking huge divots and
Like those gears inside, you're eventually like, I imagine it's some type of like gearing system. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's just tensioned and tightened, but eventually that's gonna get loose. It's not gonna work after a while.
if it's just tension, it's never gonna hold. Period. If it has to be some type of like teeth that you kind of move in and out.
And those are gonna get sheared. So
yep.
Mm-hmm. So I think that's besides it being illegal, that's probably why it wasn't on the sweet list that we had.
No, we're not talking about that. Yeah.
All right.
We're talking about the function of it.
Right. Okay. And the last thing for announcements that I got, since it's coming up, and Alex, I hope you have the information on this, is the Leinenkugels and FAM tournament stuff.
Shit, no, I thought I said that to you guys so you would talk about it. I don't even know. Did anyone screenshot it? I think I saved it.
It's your company.
So what? Okay, so okay. I got the picture of it or whatever. I was smart enough at least to save it, I guess. So yeah, the AmFam tournament. It's University Ridge Golf Course, Madison, June 7th through June 9th. So the offer is if you go into Quit Trips, I think it's just a Quit Trip promotion or whatever. If you look in Liney's 12 packs, there is essentially like a voucher or whatever, or like it's a ticket. But you have to go in and like put the code in and everything. But it's a ticket you get with your Leinenkugels 12 packs. I can't remember. I think it's any 12 pack. I'm looking at the sign right now. There's 2 types, but it just says look in the 12 pack cans for a redeem code. So yeah.
Okay. And then add on to that, I have the Quick Trip app open. And if you don't know, if you visit Quick Trip and you're a rewards member, you get points for every time you visit Quick Trip, every half hour, actually. But you can also use your points on the app to enter the AmFam Championship Sweepstakes, brought to you by Leinenkugels.
Where are they giving away tickets?
I don't know. That's a good question. It hasn't. I already entered a while ago, and I kind of forgot what that said as well.
Yeah, I got it here. So it is. It's any 12 pack, any variety, 12 cans, bottles. You get it, and the offer's valid 4/15 through 5/27. So
Nice.
go out and buy Liney's and get a ticket to the AmFam tournament.
Get a chance to get a ticket.
Yes, yeah. Sorry, I should have made that a little more clear.
Okay, so I really thought you had that, but you know what? No worries.
Well, I've been if we would have talked about it beforehand, I might have been a little more ready. I just took a picture of the sign. That's all I did.
and I sent you back a message saying, "Yeah, we got to talk about that tonight."
Well, next time send 2.
This was accurate of how that whole thing went down.
Okay, so that's all the updates on my list. What's your list, Alex?
My list
I
to
thought you
talk
said you-
about.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just going to talk about our little golf outing today.
Oh, okay.
So me and Brady went. Favorite course, Lancaster. I don't think we didn't do too bad. This was my 3rd round. Brady, I think this was your first of the
First.
year.
Yep, first one.
First of the year. I got a 105. He got a 106. So I mean, we're pretty
Right on
happy.
brand.
One thing we did notice, so there was a lot of the boys were out today. There was a lot of khaki,
A lot of bros.
a lot of bros out there,
Some tank
more
tops
khaki
out
than
there.
greens. And then we were behind this one group. So we did the back 9 first, and then we went to the front 9. And this group that was ahead of us, like the one guy was really not good, and he had this girl riding with him, and he's like, "This guy is so mean." Like he just kind of kept bashing the girl, like she it looked like she was retrieving the balls for him and stuff. Like he just was not, and he wasn't saying nice things to her either. Like I don't know, what was he exactly saying, Brady?
Like at one point he was like, so he hit his ball in the bunker and he was like yelling at the girl. He's like, "Hey, go get the cart and bring it over here." And he's like, "And then go grab the rake and bring it around to this side of the bunker, but don't step in the bunker." And this was like very like angry and like the man was like, "Bro, like
Brady was just like, "Damn, dude, like that guy's mean."
they're not treating this girl very well."
And we rolled up to him too. We got to him on hole what was that, 2, 3? We got him on hole 3, and as soon as I rolled up, they were getting ready to hit off the tee box, and there was groups were kind of moving slow. And I pulled up, and the guy's just about to swing. I'm like, "Just so you know, we're gonna judge you the whole time." So they didn't. I don't know. The 2 guys seemed all right, but the one was not very good. But
We're watching you. We heard you trash talk your chick for the last 4 holes.
yeah, yeah, we wanted to give him a little extra pressure.
Judging the shit out of you, dude.
But I was telling Brady, like, and Brady can attest, my drives today were awesome. I lived on the fairway today.
Yeah, it was very strange. He might have only missed like 2 or 3 fairways with his driver, and I was a complete opposite. I think I only hit 2 or 3 fairways with my driver.
Yeah, it was the short game that was suffering majorly today. Like it was not even, it was embarrassing. But the drives, I was happy because that's the best my drives have really been ever. So I was pretty happy to see at least that development.
Yeah, we were kind of like complete opposites. Like you'd be like 2 or 3 shots and you'd be on the green, but then you'd like fucking 5 putt, and I'd be like 4 or 5 shots
true.
to get to the green, and then I'd like 2 putt.
Question: What driver are you using?
I was gonna ask the same thing.
Oh, George, I don't think we need to make that deal anymore.
Would you go buy one?
No, my friend Cody, if you're listening, he has an extra one. It's actually part of his set. He doesn't use it. He uses a different one that he bought separately, or I think he just got. I can't remember, but he gave me his just as interim driver, and it worked pretty well. It's got a lot, and the reason he didn't like it is because it's got so much flex, and I didn't like that either. But the way it was hitting today, I was like, shit, I might just see if he wants to get rid of it. Like I was hitting the best I ever have off the drives.
It was dialed in for sure.
Yeah.
What?
So
You
that
know
was
what
fun.
it is?
I don't even remember what it is. I looked at it today to try to just remember. It's not anything name brand. Like it's not.
No, it's just
It's not
driver.
Callaway. It's not Titleist. It's not Ping. It's none of the main brands. So it's just some cheapo driver.
Great value driver.
Hey,
Could be.
If it works,
Costco
then
brand maybe.
it is.
Yeah.
I didn't get to go golfing, but I did enjoy that Snapchat I got from Alex with Brady doing his up practice. Dude, you swung and you just stared out at the ball, then your head pops up and just looks at Alex like, you see that?
Yeah, he didn't know I was recording at the time, but he said he could sense it like as he was hitting, and that's why
Just
he
had
kind
that
of like
like
looked
sixth
back.
sense that was like, this. He's taping this, isn't he? This son of a bitch. And I was like, I guess I'm hitting it. I don't know.
And
Trying to.
Like I said, we started on the back nine, and it was the second hole of the back nine, and Brady was loving the trees today. He was lumberjacking quite a bit, and like he hit the first one so hard that dust flew off the tree. Like it nailed that tree, and he kept finding them. I mean, you got out of the shit most of the time, but yeah, he could always get behind the tree or hit a tree.
Yeah, I was living in the woods for sure.
Yeah,
Which makes my score even better, you know. Some good
More-
recoveries out of there. But
More impressive, yes.
yeah. But Jordan, you got to tell us about yours. Same course, I believe.
Yes, I did go to Lancaster a little earlier in the day.
was it
and,
busy as shit then too? We had to
yeah.
wait for a cart because they ran out. There were so many people on the course.
It wasn't quite that busy, but it was pretty full. Like we weren't waiting, but it was, back to back. Like there was someone on each hole.
Yeah.
Every hole that we went through.
So what was the score?
I did not have as good of a day as you fellas did.
Well, tell us a
Well,
number.
At least the front nine was very, very bad. I shot like a total of 110.
No,
So
so
like
right on par.
The
Right
front
on
nine, I
bottom
shot
line.
like a 661 or something. And
Ooh,
then,
That's pretty bad.
and then a 49 on the back nine. So
Well, there you go.
I did do a little better on the back nine, but
Yeah.
the irons were betraying me today
What
very badly.
were you chunking pretty bad, or what was the deal here?
Yep, doing a lot of that. Yeah,
I figured.
that chunking, and then when I did hit it, I was hitting it right. It was just going straight right. So
We did have a situation today too. Like we've talked about, like that gallery rule, where like if you see it, if you both saw it land in the spot, should you be able to take that as like it's in this area? Okay, it's within. Like, because I had one, I was so mad about it. And I told Brad I was more mad that I actually lost the ball than anything. I really don't care about even if I had to take a drop. But like it just sucks because like that someone's gonna find that ball and be like, how did they miss that? Like, how did you not see this ball?
Man, we both watched that thing off the tee box, saw it land. We're both like, that's a pretty good shot. And then we get up there and it's gone. It's nowhere to be found. Like,
Whose garbage Wilson is this?
yeah.
it's a noodle.
It was one or the other.
Was
It was one of those two. We did find. I did give Brady one of those trash Pro V1s today that I found in my bag. I was like, you can just have this piece of shit. And then Brady's like, yeah, so I could just put this on a tee and then just lose it right away.
Yeah. It didn't take long.
No, we went through a couple balls today, but it wasn't bad. It's just that stuff is what makes me so mad. It's like it's in this area. It's probably just buried in like a tall piece of grass or like just a little hole that's a little bit sunk in more than the others. But
That same hole, Wags is gonna have to file an insurance claim against the Lancaster Country Club because
forgot about
he
that.
shattered their fucking cart shed.
It was so loud. It sounded like a gunshot, and it really actually saved me because it was going far left, and luckily the shed was there and just kicked it right back to the right.
I didn't know we were playing bank shots here and
Yeah,
in our golf course.
yeah, but it worked out. But yeah, it was. Oh man, that thing! I don't know how fast it hit it, but that was pretty loud.
Well, that was the same hole last year. Alex hit it the wrong direction that time and went into the parking lot and smoked a truck. So he'll get her in the middle.
We talked about that today. Like you assume risk when you park in that for hole one. You assume the risk.
That's on you, buddy.
Yeah.
so not to go back to not like when you were losing your ball. I did notice I lost a couple today too that I should have been able to find. But also, I think like since we've had so much rain lately, I think a couple balls I would find where it'd be around the green or something, and it would like leave a pretty good dent, not even in the green, but like just in the fairway or something. I wonder
Yeah.
if some balls are maybe like plugging into the dirt where it's
That could be.
maybe a little softer dirt, and then you just you hit the right angle,
Yeah.
like a hillside or something, and they'll plug right into the dirt, and you'll never find them.
Those
I've had
greens,
that happen a couple times.
those greens were very slow today. I kept shorting everything. I was like,
I was like, that's probably where we suffered. Brady, like, I think you parred, 3 holes in a row, though, at that one time?
yeah, that was
you had a
wild.
run,
That was like
Yeah,
that
he had a
was a
run.
hot streak. Yep.
and that wasn't a Brady. Blake, I know what you're going to say. That wasn't a Brady. Let me drop 5 different balls and see which
No.
one makes it in. They were legit.
I was well reserved with my mulligans today.
He was. He really was.
I just assume
Wags-
he has like some kind of Shawshank Redemption rig in his pants where he just pulls a string and a bunch of balls drop out. Or,
Wags like multiple
Pat-
times.
Pat-
He's like,
Pat
"You gonna
thing.
take another one?" And I was like, "Nope." So I'm just
Yeah, he
gonna-
did. Like I
we'll
was
do it.
like, hey, why don't you just take another one? He's like, nope, not doing it. He's like, I'll
Yeah.
find it, or I'll, I was like,
Wow.
damn, this is a whole new Brady playing today.
yeah, he's
Trying to
a
get a good
professional.
a good base on where I'm at to start the year at least.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, I didn't go back to Jordan's thing. So your brother sent me, Jordan. Your brother sent me a picture of you guys' scorecards.
Of course he did.
And he's like, yeah. He's like, Jordan kind of had it rough. And I'm like, oh, yeah. But I saw you cleaned up pretty good on the back nine. But then he proceeded to tell me that he was a chipping machine.
He
did
was
pretty good.
chipping very well. There was
Yeah.
4 or 5 holes where he would be chipping like 20, 30 yards off the green, and he put it within a foot.
Oh, wow.
Less than that sometimes. Like
Pretty
there was
good.
a couple times that it would like rim out, and it'd be sitting right next to the hole. Like it was pretty impressive. His front nine, even a couple on the back nine. Like I think he shot like a 42 on the front nine and a 40,
Dang.
49 on the back nine. Like he was chipping very well. And then the back nine, he wasn't chipping quite as well, and he had to putt more, so that's why his score went up.
Imagine that.
Getting close from like 30 yards off the green, but 10 feet away from the hole. Dunzo.
Nope.
Brady, you should plug that thing that you brought with you today. That just that little mount thing you had. That thing was nice.
I mean, it's literally just a golf cart phone mount. I don't know. if
Yeah,
needs
but
to
it
be
like
plugged, but
stayed and it didn't like really rattle around or nothing. I don't know. Fine, fuck
It
you. You
was
were bragging
pretty
about it.
slick,
I thought maybe you'd like to talk about it, but you know what? Let's move on.
fucking Wags. I'd be sitting here, so like I had my phone up there, so I could do like 18 birdies with the score and the GPS and all that jazz, right? I'd be sitting here like trying to mark the score between holes as Wags is fucking going Mach 34 on the way to the next hole, and I'm just my fingers bouncing around all over the goddamn place, and I'm like, I can't hit the right goddamn button.
He was trying to put a tee away, one of those little holders, and I just kept like sharp turning and like rocking the cart. He spent 2 minutes trying to put that in, and finally just said, screw it. But yeah, we were a little
Hard
more
work,
goofy
man.
today, that's for sure.
Well, that's good. Well, it was a beautiful day. I'm kind of
was.
jealous. I'm glad you guys got out at least.
No, you're not.
Glad you weren't there.
Oh,
God.
I just did a little practice in the backyard to get ready for this golf trip coming up next week. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'll be
Yes.
there to witness. So
Who's
Yeah.
the favorite? Who's the favorite going in?
There's one guy that
Always
just whoops
one
everybody.
guy.
Yeah,
Always wins. Yeah.
break his leg, he won't be very good.
he'll
Is there
be
money on the line?
There's some
Yeah.
money on the line. Yeah.
All right.
We do it so everybody pays in, and I think the way it's going to be this year, everybody's going to get at least something back.
At least we're doing it in teams now of our seeding. So there's 4 1 seeds, 4 2 seeds, 4 3 seeds, 4 4 seeds, and you're out. There's 1 seed from each, or 1 person from each seed is in a group. So we're kind of doing like
What's
like
the
a.
why?
So everyone will win, at least out of the winning group of the 4 people will win some money, and then there's whole events and stuff that you could win too.
Yep.
That'd be fun.
Do you guys
Yeah.
have like a traveling trophy or like the make a new trophy every year or anything like that?
Just
Not
cash.
yet.
Just cash.
I guess because like when it goes to 4 people, it's kind of hard to be like, who gets a trophy this week?
Yeah,
Like,
and we've never done it that way before. Usually, we always play different people and have a different teammate each round. So,
You're
then
just playing for yourself, pretty much.
Yeah.
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 which it does work pretty good, but it depends who you get teamed up with. Because we've had some of the guys that 4 is the worst, or no, is it ones that are worst or the 4?
Four is the worst. Yeah.
4 is the worst, and then depending who you play with and who you play against, like we've had some 4s that by the end of it they're ranked at like number 3 in the whole group. And like, well, okay, obviously that's not correct, but they still get paid out. But then like, okay, next year you're still down here, so you don't.
Yeah,
get
well, that's
to-
what you want to like. That's why you want those 4s to like be paired with those people to make them
Right.
better, so they do have a chance to be on like. That's why you do the seeding, so everyone does have kind of a fair shake. Like,
right. And then before that, we didn't really have that. Like one year, Jordan and I just rode together, so we got teamed up together. Like that was the first team of the day, and then I got hooked up with another 4, and I'm like, we just had fun because there's no way in hell we're coming out on top today, and we placed last. So, but yeah,
I forgot I was just gonna ask.
Anyone else know?
Are you nervous now, or are you a little bit nervous, Alex, about golfing on Thursday, or no?
No, I'm not. Really, it doesn't matter to me. Just being a fill-in guy, I think there's the assumption that the person probably isn't very good. So I think I'm not gonna be like nervous, and I don't think they're gonna expect much. So I think we're on same page as far as that goes. I don't know. I'm hoping I do good, but probably not.
yeah, you get a free dinner out of it.
Boom. I don't even really want to golf now. I just get the free food and I'll get out of there. I don't care.
How many holes you guys playing for the whole weekend?
72.
18 Thursday, 36, 27 to 30 or 36
So,
Friday, and then another 18 Saturday morning.
a lot of
Yeah.
holes.
I
Like my
didn't-
hands would be sore. I think.
Yeah,
Wow.
I didn't use my golf club again today. Oh my gosh, I didn't even get it out. Imagine how much better I would have been, Brady.
I normally don't use it if I'm just playing 18 sometimes, but like
I guess I
don't
don't
usually
even
not
think
too
about it. Yeah.
what didn't you use?
Golf
Golf club.
glove.
Oh, your glove.
Mhm.
No.
They got a new one. I got to bust it out. Brady was admiring my new Puma golf shoes today. That was pretty, He
I
said,
did like them.
Yeah.
They
Like
just
I
look
said,
like tennis shoes. They don't really have anything that special on the bottom. I was kind of surprised they were actual golf shoes.
they
Like,
got little grips. It's one of those things I figure I might as well start looking the part. But
Good.
What do they look like?
shoes.
like a black and white Puma.
Yeah.
I
They're
was
just
saying,
black and white
I'm just
Pumas.
saying,
It's
I have a pair of Puma golf shoes that I've got in my Amazon cart, and I don't want to be getting the same kind of
Oh,
Puma
I
shoes.
feel like I
as
see
you.
a lot. Like a lot of people, I look at their shoes, and a lot of them are Pumas. Like that's probably the most I've seen for shoe wear on a golf course is Pumas.
Mm,
Pumas or Adidas. There seems to be a lot of Adidas too.
Everybody's got those gray Adidas, like myself and
Yep,
Jordan.
me too.
What
I like
are your Brady's? Were your Adidas?
Me?
Yeah. What were
I
you
don't even
wearing?
have golf shoes.
What were you wearing?
Oh, they were Under Armour tennis shoes.
Gross.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
You poor.
All right, can I do my list now before this?
Yeah, we gotta wrap this up. So let's hear it.
Okay, so this is a list. I was thinking about this a
excited
couple
about it.
weeks ago. Thanks, Brady. And I looked up this article for the most expensive golf clubs ever sold. Now, looking at this list, I don't know if this one, it shows a picture of a set, so I don't know if this was the set or if this was just like an individual club out of it. But I'm guessing I guess it's a whole set. So, anyways, this one is Hanma. I guess I'm probably saying that wrong. I've never heard of this brand.
Almost.
It's not a
certain.
golfer. Anyone
spell
ever heard of that?
I've
How do
never
you
heard of
spell
it.
It's Honma. It's the Hanma 5-star golf clubs. Any guess of what? Okay, so it's a set. Guess what it sold for?
The whole set, like
whole
drivers,
set.
wood, irons, putter, everything.
It looks like it's 5 through 9. Looks like 2 different wedges, a couple hybrids.
Okay,
and
we
then a
got it.
driver.
It's a set. All right.
Well, he
$100
has
grand.
$3,000.
Anyone else?
5.
$100 grand.
$75,000.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys were so lowball for the most expensive thing. Like I feel a regular set of
mean,
freaking irons is like
yeah.
$4,000.
$75,000.
$75,000.
They look pretty sweet, though. I will send you guys this. I mean, they are. It looks like silver and gold golf clubs. Like it's pretty sweet.
They better be
Um,
made out of real silver and gold if they cost that much.
Yeah. So the next on the list is the Andrew Dixon long nosed putter, and this was
Just
a
the
putter
putter?
from the 1700s.
Whoa.
Yep. It's based mainly on its rarity.
Okay.
So this goes for just the one club. It's sold at auction for $181,000.
Gee.
So that's pretty. That's
Okay, so
pretty
you're going from the least expensive to the most expensive, right?
You better that thing better make all of your putts go in.
Well,
Like,
it's
that
no,
is
it's rare. It's an antique. It's antique.
It's an antique. It actually it's so if anyone wants to look this up, I mean if you don't want to look it up, it looks like just a regular putter, but it looks like the bottom has teeth, so it kind of looks like a rake putter.
weird.
Yeah, it's very different looking. So anyways, the next one is the Titleist Scotty Cameron Tiger Woods Stainless Masters Winter Limited Edition putter.
Right now we're talking. This
Yeah.
is
That's
okay.
So
So Tiger
apparently
Woods
more
Edition
than
putter.
110,000. I'll go
Well,
122.
no. Okay, so these aren't in order. So I mean,
Okay.
this could
It's
be
all over the place.
anything.
Okay.
So what do you think at Tiger Woods? I mean, kind of recent. What do you think that's going for?
3.5 grand.
Anyone else?
Now you're just going the
Yeah.
opposite of what we did.
Well,
I'm
now
going
I'm-
150,000.
oh boy.
Okay.
Okay.
Take
I'm
it out.
saying MSRP
Oh, jeez.
7,500.
No, 20,000.
My God.
It's not that special. It says Titleist. It says Tiger Woods or it says Tiger on the left side of it, Woods on the right. It's red silver. It's nothing crazy cool.
Okay.
Speaking of
I'm gonna
putters,
butcher these fucking names. I wish I knew more about golf. Mariman Magistry, Prestigio driver. Words.
Prestigio.
Prestigio.
yeah, you.
Italian. Something.
I'm very happy you are reading these.
Yes, this is awesome.
Let's see. I don't even know.
That is $43,000.
I think this is a driver that looks. Yeah, driver. Okay, it's a driver. It's Japan golf tour back in the '90s. It's just I don't know. It's nothing fantastic. This one's $2,000, so it's just a
Oh.
single club.
Way off.
Okay, so
even
the
guess.
next one, long nosed scraper golf club. Just says
Long-nosed
long nose
scraper.
dated back to the 18th century. His early Scottish links. Blah 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 blah.
What the hell? Golf club is a scraper.
I don't know. See, it's a hardy club. It says to cut through the thick grass.
It's a
This is
hardy
what I
club.
use on my windshield in the morning, or what?
Designed with a good load. So
Jesus.
So this is this one's a
whatever.
rarity one, right?
yeah.
Another-
This is just like an early. Yeah,
Okay.
it's just the rarity of it. I'm sure there's
Six-
not many left.
60,000.
Okay.
What do you
all
think,
right.
Jordan?
What?
How much you think?
50,000.
I'll go 60,001.
91,000.
Let's go. Price is Right rules. Suck it, Blake.
Yeah. Okay. So a lot of these are going like to the rarity of like old time. Like these, 17th century, whatever, 18th. So the next one is a super old one. It's a square toe light iron golf club, and it kind of looks like a hockey stick. Like
Nice.
it really does.
Looks like
This one is the 17th century. It was one of a dozen or so surviving. It's an iron.
It's very rare.
Yep.
uh,
Any guess on what it's sold for?
200,000.
17th century. Well, keep in mind, it's one of a dozen.
I'm gonna go.
$111,111.
Okay, Jordan. Any?
I'm going 151,000.
Jordan hit it exactly. It
He's
was-
looking them
What
up on
the
the
shit?
Oh, is he really? Son of a bitch! You ruined it.
You cheating bastard.
I just wanted to look. And see what you describing these clubs is the worst thing that I can imagine. So I
Yeah,
just
but
wanted
don't
to
wanna
see what they
sit
look
here-
like.
I don't want to do what Blake does. I don't want to be like,
That's fine.
If you're not going to a big club, you need to well
I
designed.
just wanted to see what they look like, and then I thought I'd do that. So
What'd you think of that
Keep going.
Hunma? That Hunma set.
That is pretty sweet looking. I'll
They
give you
are
that.
very cool. Maybe
Yeah.
you should put the link to this, Blake, in the description.
Send me the link.
Okay. So the next one is the Adams Golf Tight Lies Spin Control Golf Club. And I don't know
Could
what is
use that
what is-
today.
Yeah. I don't know.
42,000.
There's nothing really great about this. There's really no description of really what it. Yeah. What'd you say? 42,000.
2,000.
$8,500.
Well, that was close.
Now this
I
club,
Fine, half of it.
Jordan, if you're paying attention, this
I
next
am,
club
yes.
is pretty wicked looking. The AG Spalding and Brothers Palmer Patton Fork Shaft. What are these fucking names?
It's
are just
interesting. Yes.
so ridiculous. So this is a wood, obviously. It kind of looks like the shaft splits off into two, so it mounts in the back of the head and it mounts in the front.
Oh, I
The best description I can give you. So let's see. 1876 is when this was used. That's
Very
all I'm going to give you.
100,000.
Brady?
100,001.
Oh, you should've went a little lower.
50,000.
I meant $1, Bob.
49,000. Well, let's not.
Now these ones are pretty sick. Barth and Sons Golden Putter First Lady Special Edition. All right.
Is it
So-
solid gold?
The one kind of looks
the
like it.
one is. So it looks like. I mean, I'm not going to
It
read
is.
this quick. Is it solid gold?
Thick coating, 24 karat gold.
It's
on
coated with 24 karat.
in the
Oh.
shaft. The shaft is
Yep. And it comes in a cherry wood case. This is the German-made club.
Oh,
This thing's gonna be pricey.
It does have a pretty hefty price tag. I would love to have that. They're both
Whoa.
very. So they made
So
they made like a
reading-
reversed version. So they made one. One's got the gold head and silver shaft, and then the other one's the opposite.
I feel you.
so,
Give me
and then-
give me a quarter mil.
Oof. Okay, Blake.
500,000.
I think I overshot it.
I think the gold was probably throwing you guys a little bit.
Yeah.
100
Also,
Oh, go ahead.
like the last line of it. Apparently, there's diamonds on this somewhere. Also,
A
It says
version,
a
with
version
diamonds.
without the diamonds costs about 50 times less. So
That's
apparently, there's
weird.
diamonds on this club somewhere too. But
Okay.
I don't see them. But
Yeah. 150,000.
Yeah, that's
Oh, too bad.
doable.
Be kind of a pretty baller move to have a gold putter and like the little center line on your putter that you line it up with is just a fucking diamond chilling on there. Like
yeah, that could
Yeah,
be
but
where the diamond is.
be pretty
the
baller.
Thing
for
is,
sure.
are you always devaluing this club though? The more you play with it, I feel like this is something you don't play with.
I mean, it's a putter, so you're not hitting it too hard. But I mean, gold is
so.
a pretty malleable metal as far as metals go. So
True,
Yeah,
but if you're dinging it, scratching it, like you said, I don't know how you're doing that, but you're probably still kind of eating away at it. Maybe not. If the
you're
gold really
definitely-
gold,
you're definitely going to have a putter protector on that bad boy.
for sure.
What
For
comes
sure.
in a case? Wood case.
Cherry wood.
I don't think you're going to be busting this cherry wood case open every single hole to unsheath your putter and carry it on the green.
Part of that's the effect.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, how
Okay.
many more of these you got?
Case.
We got one more.
All righty.
Why we way over time?
No, just yeah.
Are you bored? I'm sorry.
Oh, it's late.
This is that's true. Okay, we'll wrap this up. So the last one is the Simon. What was that Kozar?
Kosar.
Kosar Fruitwood Metal Headed Blade Putter. So this is a putter from the 18th century to the early part of the 19th century, and it is made from fruitwood. If you couldn't guess that.
I could have guessed that, yes.
Okay, it's an extravagant putter, is what it says. Nothing really else.
I would say 40,000.
Okay,
Give me $1, Bob.
$165,000.
Oh my god, we're way off on these.
Well, I'm just kind of amazed.
No,
some
no, our
stuff that
fruitwood, I guess.
based on the pictures, and I mean, if you want people out there, if you want to look this up yourself, you can, or it'll be on the link. But like you look at some of these, you're like, oh, like if I was doing this blind, I'd be like, that one's like the most expensive, or like this one's the least expensive, and it is the opposite for all of that. Like the ones that you think would be worth a lot of money are really not.
I had speaking of this, I stumbled on a Facebook marketplace listing. The guy had a set of Titleist wedges, the Vokies, and he said the description was only used for 1 year, pretty good condition, and it was the head was rusted. And somebody wrote in the comments, he's like, "Did he use them every day for 1 year? Why does it look so shitty?"
Leave them out in the rain every single day.
Well, see,
Yeah.
now you can't, like on those marketplace things or whatever, like if you post, you can't write comments anymore.
Really?
It pisses me off because my brother-in-law is always selling stuff. So I always want to write like, you tried selling to me this and the engine was blown. Like I want to screw with him. But like, yeah, now it must have been that people were doing that, like purposely sabotaging, or you know how people are. If you think that it's worth this much, they'll be like, oh, there's no way. And they have no problem telling you that
Yeah.
you're asking too much, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's probably just like your brother-in-law just blocked you, and you're just like, fuck.
That also could be. Yeah. I never thought of that.
But all right, fellas. Well, we'll next week we'll talk about how the big golf trip went. So
I'm
Stay
excited to
tuned.
hear.
yeah,
You can't be there.
Yeah, I can
Unfortunately.
volunteer in spirit, you know.
Maybe next year.
maybe next year.
Oh,
That's what I heard last year too. So
We'll FaceTime you on a couple of the holes so you can see what it's like, you know.
all right, I'd rather not.
All right, fellas. Thanks for hopping on.
All right.
Later.
See ya.
Get out of here!